Greetings and welcome to another series of weekly devotionals where we take a look at one of the lectionary readings for the upcoming week and offer a few thoughts for reflection. And this week we're going to take a look at a chapter in the book of the prophet Jeremiah, dealing primarily with different ideas about believing in God. And it reminded me of one of my favorite Christmas movies, The Polar Express, which is all about belief. The main character in that story, the hero boy, receives his ticket at the end of the movie and it's punched out, believe. And of course, the last word in the movie script is believe. And the song that Josh Groban sings as a part of the soundtrack, you have everything you need if you just believe. And I think we normally think of belief as, at least when it comes to faith, as sort of a intellectual understanding of God and the ways of God. But then, for example, in the Gospel of John, John uses that word believe a lot. After various miracles, people come to believe, but it's a more complicated process than just coming to understanding. For example, after the wedding in Cana, Jesus turns water into wine, and John tells us, and people came to believe. But then those same people, John writes, after the resurrection of Jesus, they came to believe again. And so for John, belief isn't just a simple understanding. It's an evolving, continual process. It's not just in the head, it's also how we respond. The bottom line is belief is kind of complicated. And the same is true for the prophet Jeremiah as he writes about belief, because as he tells us, belief is rooted in human beings. And human beings are complicated. Jeremiah writes, who can understand them? So, as this week progresses, we'll look at some of the complications that come along with our belief, our faith in God. And I thought for today, I might pose an interesting question for us regarding belief. One of the questions I ask confirmands when introducing them to the Christian faith is, I ask them, if somebody came down to Earth from another planet, from Mars, and you were tasked with telling them what you believe about Jesus, what would you say? And so my thought for today is, my question for today is, if you encountered someone who had no clue about Christianity, about the Christian faith, what would you tell them is the most important thing that you believe? Amen.